I was watching today. I had bet him to score over 20 points. He got 18. I'm like, dude, this is like the easiest game to get 20 points because DeMar isn't there. So many injuries. Like, how do you end up with just 18 points? Like, if you're an all-star, you need to get to fucking 20 points at least. What's up, guys, and welcome to the Shoot Your Shot Sports Talk Show. I'm Richie Chicago. I'm your host today for the show. So this is the inaugural show. Let's kick it off to Nick Johnston over here. He's going to talk about the Sox. All right, guys. Before we get into this is sponsored by Bet Rivers. Bet Rivers Sportsbook offers promotions throughout the whole week and has daily odds boosts called house specials for both new and existing users. So, I got a special for you guys, and new users only receive a bonus bet up to $500, so a second chance bet. If you lose, you get the money back. You have to bet again. So, if you want to try it out, go check out the QR code at the bottom of the screen over here, and yeah, let's bet, because I like the sports bet, and you can tell my bets. So, check out Bet Rivers Sportsbook. That's my sportsbook. That's our sportsbook for the Shoot Shot Sports Network. Also, if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER for crisis and counseling services. What's up, Nick? How's it going?
How we doing? Doing pretty good today.
Cool. He's part of the Shoot Shot Sports Network, and he has a show, No Substitute for Sports, comes out every Wednesday, correct?
We do Tuesday night, comes out Tuesday night, but I usually like push it out and promote it come Wednesday. So if you catch it on the Tuesday 10 p.m. Central Time usual drop, or 12, then there you go. Maybe you're lucky duck, get there early. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, Tuesdays, Wednesdays is usually the drop time.
Perfect. And then YouTube links down below. I'm gonna put a link down here so they can follow and subscribe.
Awesome.
Yep. Awesome. So tell me about the White Sox. What's going on? I know we just ended, Super Bowl just ended, so we're just transitioning into like baseball, and let's see what's up.
Yeah, no, I was making a snail's pace transition from football shows and podcasts to like NBA and White Sox podcasts. It's kind of crazy that the NBA is 60 games into the season and I just don't care, simply don't care. Hopefully other Bulls fans share the same feeling. But besides that, I'm here to talk White Sox. I want to stay on subject, obviously. Overall, want to get like the fan morale and spring training going, and headlines and stuff like that. So yeah, I can just plow through it, and I mean, feel free to throw in any other questions that that are like ranging around. I know you're more of the Cub guys, so I'm sure you got a couple in there. So yeah. I guess we'll start off with the Fan Fest being canceled. That was, that was a tough one. It was overall just a season ending in the wet fart fashion that it did. To pile on top of it, White Sox front office went ahead and decided, yeah, we don't need Fan Fest. So the fans just, I guess, for lack of a better word, they were pissed off. They rightfully so. That's just for fans. It's a good interaction. You get to go there, see all the new guys, get some fun. Make little kids can get autographs and pictures and all that fun stuff. But I would also think it's fun for the players. And the organization can't make the excuse that it was COVID or something like that, because other teams, including the Cubs, were doing their fan fest and all that fun stuff. I'm sure that was actually good on your end. So bad look for the White Sox, and like I said, even more piling on top of it, they thought they were sneaky, throwing it in during the holiday season, thinking that it would fall into the news shuffle. But no. We saw that. And like I said, rightfully so. We were pissed off. But don't worry, no Fan Fest. But the White Sox garage sale is going to be going on May 6th. So make sure to buy all their cheap garbage. Make sure to get a Dallas Keuchel jersey for 60 cents coming. Like I said, May 6th if you're available for a garage sale. Let me see. Overall fan tone. It's low. Morale is low. I'm reading articles, Twitter posts. I'm in a White Sox pride and passion page on Facebook, and optimism, it's always low in that fan page. They're always just bitching and moaning, but overall, just it's almost non-existent. Just want to, if it starts out good, I'm sure fans will show up and support, but overall, we just didn't get anything in return besides, Benintendi, good signing, and Mike Clevenger. We'll get to Mike Clevenger in a little bit. White Sox kind of sat on their hands, didn't really do anything. The Trey Turners of the offseason went, and we thought we were going to open up the pocketbook. Nothing there. Maybe we can get a familiar face like Carlos Rodon. Nope, he's back. He's over in New York now. Even an inexpensive name like Josh Bell, power hitting lefty, a guy, something, a position that we need. Well, we'll see him, but 13 times a year in a Guardians jersey, they were able to scoop him up on the other side. So I'm great. I'll take it this way. I'm grateful for Benintendi. I think he'll do very well. I think he'll do great. I think he'll take some relief off of Eloy on the defensive side. Eloy says he wants to go out there and play. I think he should focus on just absolutely crushing and destroying baseballs, sending 450-foot home runs over the fence. That'd be awesome to see. Overall, Guardians, I think they're the favorites as of right now to win the division. I don't really know what that tells me. Vegas is kind of heads or tails with this division. But like I said, if they start off hot, which is kind of on the downtrend, not looking so good. They open up with a 4-game series against the Houston Astros. It looks brutal, looks bleak. But if we start off hot, stay healthy. That's the key word, staying healthy. Hopefully we can pull off something. Maybe, hopefully, again, get a full season out of Luis Robert. Haven't been able to do that since his time and tenure here. Excuse me, Luis Robert Jr. He just recently changed his name, adding the junior part. So there goes my Luis Robert Southside jersey having any relevance this year. I have to go drop another $150 on another jersey. So there's that. Again, I mean, there's that. Abreu's comments that probably didn't sit too well with other people, but I don't really get into that. Yeah, I guess just overall, fans are either upset or they're staying hopeful. I'm somewhere in between. It's going to take a lot, and then we'll look at spring training just recently today, I believe. Pitchers and catchers reporting. That's pretty cool. But the big hoopla and hullabaloo and everyone howdy do questions are, what's up with Mike Clevenger? He was there for comment. He wasn't, he hasn't been charged with anything with his domestic abuse allegations as of right now that he's dealing with. The White Sox, it's kind of out of their hands as of right now. It's completely up to the league, and it's kind of unfortunate that that's just a dark cloud kind of lingering over things. And in that same sense, like the White Sox don't have any control over it. So like I said, he's there, he's working out, he's doing what he can, but suspension can still come down at any point in time, which sucks. But Clevenger spoke, and he sounded confident that he would be completely exonerated of everything that's been going on. But overall, it's still a distraction in the clubhouse, so that sucks. He even made mention of that in his interview, that for some players in this ball club, it's their first time meeting them and having this first encounter, like, hey, I'm sorry you got to deal with answering all this BS about my domestic abuse thing. And like I said, that was the main focus about what everyone was questioned between teammates and Rick Hahn. It's a big deal. It's a big deal for a reason, obviously. So got to talk about it. I'm sure, hopefully, if Clevenger is that positive, I can only take his word for it. Again, being a man and a fan, I can only take his word that he truly does love and want to take care of his children. Like I said, I'll leave it at that. The fan side of me will focus on the numbers, I suppose, until then. And I guess he'll figure out all his personal stuff. Talent-wise, he went 7-7 last year with a 4.33 ERA. We need to figure that out. Get that boosted up. Otherwise, in my mind, he could be justifiably DFA'd probably by like late July or something like that. Either way, White Sox overall, if they want to start off with a hot start, like I made mention to, we need someone in that ball club that needs to play with their hair on fire in that sort of sense. And that needs to be Tim Anderson or some young guy like that. And there needs to be a guy like that in the bullpen. Maybe that could be Joe Kelly. Quickly tangent on that. Some reports about Liam Hendricks, just talking about the bullpen in general. Was recently diagnosed with cancer. Very unfortunate, but he actually was in report and being seen around. Besides his treatment, he was actually being seen throwing baseballs. So that's good. Staying positive. He's staying in shape down in Glendale, Arizona. So that's awesome to see. Cancer is obviously a physical toll that people have to deal with, but when you have a positive mindset, I'm sure that it counters it, and it can do amazing things. So again, just good to see him in a positive mindset and good spirits down there. So that's awesome to see. In terms of who might step up in that closing role, might be Kendall Graveman. He had a few save opportunities last year, and he actually came through, so that's pretty good. Another name that's being thrown around is Ronaldo Lopez. I'll also consider him. Not the worst idea. Only one home run given up last season in 61 games, and he countered it with 63 strikeouts, so that's pretty awesome on that as well. I'll just blow through other names. Garrett Crochet. He had Tommy John surgery earlier last year. Hopefully, he can be above schedule and get there and be here by mid-season. Let me see, Moncada and Lynn, they were there. They were seeing runner doing some BP practice and otherwise, because they're gonna be in the World Baseball Classic representing the United States, and I believe, oh God, it's in turn, just so I don't offend anybody, I don't want probably Cuba or something like that. Yeah. Otherwise, that I guess the one big thing just surrounding not only just the White Sox is just how this pitch timer is going to be affecting everyone. And I don't know anymore off the top of my head that really had a big deal with it, just in terms of like who was averaging above pitches in between the delivery. Giolito was on the slower side, almost 30 seconds in between pitches, so he's going to have to cut that down significantly. And it'll be missed because Liam Hendriks will be dealing with this, but no possible flip outs from him on this side. But I'll turn, if there's a sports book option for who can be ejected because of a pitch timer, I'm laying my money on Lance Lynn this year. I'm pretty sure we'll get some motherfucks. We'll get some swears out of him. I'm sure we'll get some sort of ejection out of him. So either way, like I said, overall, I want to be positive. I really want to be. Again, looking at it, if they're second in the AL division, the Central, to win it as of right now, it's possible. But I mean, we got some tough competition ahead of us. So yeah, that's basically the rundown on the White Sox as of right now. I don't want to exhaust all of my talking points just yet. I know you're gonna have me on here hopefully a couple more times.
Yeah. I was gonna ask real quick. Do you think the window is closed for the Sox, or is there like a little like chance for it to be open? Like I feel like the Sox had their chance like 2020, 2021. I feel like it's been diminishing like ever since. What's your take on that?
Oof. I mean, I believe the sports books might have us only winning like 74, 75 games this year. I would hope that's some sort of spark of just, hey, some heat, some added fire to these guys to get them competitive and get them in there. I hope they can do something. I don't think the room. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this all together. The opportunity is there. The time to actually execute is now. There's no more like, oh, he's like getting his groove, or like, oh, Grandal is just getting the groove, or Moncada. No, these guys need to show up, be healthy, and execute. And it's simply that. If there's not that, I mean, it's gonna be a tough road. It's gonna be a very tough road. I mean, that's probably what maybe the big argument was for people. There's like, oh, why are we gonna add pieces if they're just the guys that we already have aren't executing? And there's on paper, like, we're a top tier talent. I mean, even still losing Abreu, we got Andrew Vaughn stepping in. He's going to probably do fantastic. He's been groomed into this position, ready to go. Tied with the same amount of home runs as Abreu last year. Tim Anderson has been leading the league in hitting for the last 3 years, if I'm not mistaken, pending a couple injuries and some baby mama drama. But, it's, this team is here. We can make some noise. This new coach, or this new manager, excuse me, I think he can make some noise as well. He's there. He's not going to be sleeping in the dugout like Tony La Russa. So
who's the new
let's do it.
manager?
Let's do it.
I know.
I'm the worst with names. I got cousins and aunts. I still don't know their names fully, and I'm 25 years old. So
yeah.
So I mean, again, he coming from the Kansas City Royals organization, I can tell you that much. I mean, he was greeted with, he had a big YouTube thing on the White Sox page. So they took him around the city. They introduced him all nice at a big press conference. So they got it. It's looking good. They didn't screw nobody over. So it's looking good.
Cool.
Yeah, I want
awesome,
positivity.
Man.
Yeah, I'm just looking for positivity.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks for the White Sox recap. Again, you can catch Nick at No Substitute for Sports.
No Substitute for Sports
Yeah.
on Tuesday, Wednesday nights, whatever you want to do. If you're bored, check us out. We do everything from overall Chicago recaps to the big juicy headlines, and then I sprinkle in some wrestling and some movies and some pop culture. We do everything. We do everything over there. So check us out. Pretty nice over on the YouTubes. Oh yeah, like I said, you'll have everything in the description. It'll be awesome.
Awesome. All right, thank you. All right, so 23 baseball season has begun. Pitchers catch report was earlier this week. We have some renewed sense of optimism, maybe whole new roster. It's gonna be weird because we don't have Wilson Contreras and all that, but we do have Big Car Chicago over here to my right. We're gonna talk about the Cubs, and we'll see what happens with that. So, how do you feel about the season so far? Not so far, but like preview, I guess. What's your take on so far?
I got optimism. They made. We'll see. Bellinger is kind of a big if. Yeah, I mean, but you never know. Sometimes a change of scenery, it sets a guy off in a comeback year, or But picking up Hosmer and Mancini, that's a good pickup right there.
Yeah, and Dansby Swanson, we got him too.
Dansby is a huge pickup.
Yeah,
and and then you got to look like Christopher Morel. That was a big surprise last year.
Yeah.
And then you look at the other future, like they got coming up. They got a lot of young talent coming up. And sorry, it's snowing outside, and
no worries.
I think the sensor's got a little snow on them, setting them off, or it's a ghost. But but yeah, no, I think they got a lot of young talent to come up, and hopefully you start seeing those guys come up, and they look good. It was very promising. I do believe they'll finish at least third, and never know.
Nice.
A shocking second too. You never know.
Yeah, I actually haven't projected going third as well. And Bet Rivers actually has their win total amount at over under 78.5 wins. So
Oh wow.
I know. I guess the what was I gonna say? The favored number is the under. So
Is it really under 78?
Yeah.
That's a pretty high total. I forgot what they finished with last year.
I'm not sure. I don't remember. I kind of wrote them off last year. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh. But 70. I mean, I was just talking to Nick earlier about the Sox, and he's projecting around like 70 wins too. So
Wow.
it's gonna be tough for Chicago. I feel like in general.
Yeah. I feel like that's just the Chicago way. Is just our sports never. We just can't get it.
We can't.
We have a good brief run, and then that's it. It's not.
We get excited for the hype, basically.
Yeah, excited for the hype, and then you don't have the consistency like you get out of New York and Los Angeles teams and other big market city teams. Philadelphia, for another example.
But Philadelphia,
Boston.
they're in a hell right now, dude. They make it literally to the finals, but they just don't make it. They don't win.
No, yeah.
In 3 different sports.
Yeah, but I mean, but think about that: 3 different sports all at once going.
No, I know, and the economy there's booming. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's Chicago's a big sports market city. It should do. All the teams should be doing good, equally. It's good for the city, good for the fans.
Yeah, totally.
But they don't care. They're getting their money.
No, I know. And it's crazy because the Cubs are plus 300 to make the playoffs this year. So,
Wow.
I mean, that's not bad.
No, it's not.
No, I thought it would be more of a long shot. So,
for sure.
It looks more promising than I thought it would be. Because last year we didn't have anyone. We had Wilson Contreras and
yeah.
I don't know if do we have Frank? No, we don't have Frank Schwindel anymore, do we? We traded him away, right?
Yeah, I think they released them.
Yeah. It's all good. I mean, we got like some big
Well,
names.
you got two big first basemen right now. Plus, they have, I believe they have a rookie, or not a rookie yet, but a kid in the farm system. I think they got from Atlanta in the trade for Jack Peterson. He was supposed to be a good first baseman, and they got another guy, Brennan Davis, but I think he may be an outfielder.
Yeah,
But outfielders can convert to first baseman easy.
definitely. Our pitching looks pretty good too. We have Marcus Stroman, Jameson Talon. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. And then Keegan Thompson, Hayden Wysinski, and Caleb Killian. So they look like pretty integral pieces. I think we can pitch this year. So I'm pumped about that.
They got some depth too, which is good. And they just picked up that other reliever the other day.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot his name.
Yeah,
it's blanking on me.
I'm
still transitioning.
I know, right? It's the sports transition mode right now.
Yeah, so like I'm really bad with names. So it's just like I didn't even know like the Sox had a new coach. Talking about Sox last segment, I'm like, oh man, and we both didn't even know the coach's name, so it was that bad.
Wow. Yeah, I know he's the bench coach from Kansas City.
Yep.
As much as I know, I remember.
That's all we knew.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. To have you here, we'll just quickly recap Bulls and Bears since I got you on the line, so super quick.
Yeah.
The Bears are moving to Arlington, I guess, just because the Bears bought the rights to Arlington, so that's interesting. Do you think we're moving to Arlington? Is that what it means? Do you think?
I think that's a confirmation there that we'll be going there. The Bears will be going there for sure.
Cool. That's interesting. I wonder how long it's going to take for that because they still got to build a thing and all that. So
yeah, that's probably going to be probably a long project there.
Yeah. And it's going to be interesting because the Bears are their first round pick this upcoming year. So Bears are on the clock now. So we'll see what's going to happen with that. And then the Bulls, they fucking stink. I'm so fucking pissed. I went to the Bulls game Monday just off the whim just to see how they're doing. Not good. We lost against the Pacers. No. We lost against the Magic. Then the next night we lost against the Pacers. And then on Thursday, which is tonight, we're recording, we lost against the Bucks. It's just not good. We're not doing good at all. Like
it's unfortunate, and I think the injuries are just. I think that's a big key with now DeMar, Caruso. You know, you're still missing Javonte Green as well. You know, Lonzo Ball. I mean, it's
bad. And we didn't do anything for trade deadline. Like, it's not looking good at all.
Yeah, it's now. I mean, and then now I saw something, again, you see blips, you don't know how true it is, but one was Vooch might be interested in testing free agency come off season.
Oh, no, dude.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, man, we're going to start this again now.
It's literally like once we think we have a good team, they're just going to blow it up again, just like Dwayne Wade, Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
That was dope, but it was a little too old. Yeah. But like, that was good. That was cool.
we just got Dwayne Wade a little too late.
Yeah, it's a little too late. But like, I feel like with Zach LaVine now, just because like he got the bag and now he just kind of cruising along. Like, I don't think he's worth the money anymore. But we paid him. It feels like buyer's remorse almost.
I feel like that. You were hoping Zach was going to turn out to be that DeMar DeRozan level, that closer to the game.
I know.
And, you know, I forgot what game I was watching. It was about a week ago. But no DeMar, and it was Zach and the Bulls were up. They were winning.
Yeah.
And Zach was trying to close out the game, and it's just like not hitting the fourth quarter shot, you know, the clutch shot when you need it. Whereas you got DeMar, on the other hand, where he's almost guaranteed to make that shot.
Yeah. And then, like, I was watching today, I had bet him to score over 20 points. He got 18. I'm like, dude, this is like the easiest game to get 20 points because DeMar isn't there. So many injuries. Like, how do you end up with just 18 points? Like, if you're an all-star, you need to get to fucking 20 points at least. Like,
Yeah,
it was just
you're
bad. Like,
if you're an all-star, you should be averaging at least. If you're not a super supreme defensive guy, you're averaging, I think, 20 points or better a game. Easy.
he doesn't pass, but he was passing this game. I'm like, what the fuck you doing passing, dude? Like, this fucking drive to the hoop. And he was fucking shooting threes like a fucking scumbag. Like, god damn it, dude. Like, first I need like you to score 20 points, just drive to the hoop. You'll get fouled. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you want to be shooting threes. Like, yeah, you're down by a lot, but don't try to be a hero. You lost already. Like, just drive to the hoop, dude. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like, you're not known to like shoot threes. You're known to fucking drive. Like, that's what we got you to fucking. Well, I know you're older now, but still, like, just fucking dunk the ball or like do whatever you do as Zach LaVine. Fucking sucks. Yeah. I'm so fed up with the Bulls. I'm so fucking fed up with the Bulls. I like had a meltdown the other day, dude. I was so pissed. Like, how the fuck do you lose against Orlando? They don't have anyone.
I know. No, I know. Orlando.
And then yesterday we lost against the Pacers. We had a 24-point lead. Like, I wasn't watching the game because I was out at a concert, but like, I thought we had in the bag. And then the next thing I know, we lost. I'm like, what? How did we lose? We lost by 4 points. We were up by 24. That's insane. And Zach's leading the team because DeRozan's out. So that's how I know. Like, Zach's just on like cruise control mode. So yeah.
There's no that extra drive is not there, you know.
Yeah, and it felt like they're on senioritis. Like, they needed this All-Star break to come. Now it's here, but like it took forever. Like, they were just struggling. Like, it was a struggle bus. It's like the biggest hangover ever. That's what it looked like for me, at least. Like, they couldn't just snap out of it.
No. It's like, yeah, you're right. Like, they need the All-Star break right now. And I was getting that vibe too. I think when they lost like 3 or 4 in a row, I'm like, they need this. I'm like, they need the break. They need the break for sure.
Yeah. Man. All right. Well, thanks again for coming on. We'll talk next week. Well, not me and you, but well, you can come on next week. I don't care, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, let me know. Yeah. Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, cool, man.
Don't mind me driving in the snow over here.
Yeah, I'm glad you like stopped, whatever, because I didn't get like an accident or whatever.
That's all right.
All right, man. Thank you.